And that truth is nothing but impermanent, unsatisfactory nature of things, the soullessness. You have accepted that. And you are quietly now following the path, one by one, to get rid of the so-called defilements with the development occurring in you, so that you ultimately liberate yourself from all these trappings, liberate yourself from all these defilements, liberate yourself from all these fetters that has tied you down to this false existence, and one day see to the end of this life of suffering. Gain your final peace, never to subject yourself to any occasion of the nature you have experienced in the past. And that is Vidassana Samadhi, insight knowledge of the truth. Brothers and sisters, when you think of this situation we are in, and the action we are expected to commit in order to clear ourselves from this situation, and finally see, imagine the true state of things we will realize, and the liberation we will enjoy at that time, this activity on your part, this sacrifice you are making now, getting out of the world and coming to a place like this and search for the truth, is something worthwhile, something which cannot be valued with money or gold. We can value anything which is in the nature of an object with money and gold, but this is liberating your consciousness from an imprisonment which has lasted for many thousands of years, and the untold suffering you went through, subjecting yourself to deception created by the mind, and the immense amount of stages and occasions you are subject to in the way of even getting fed up with your existence. When you think of such situations, you must be happy that you have now come to across circumstances which lead you to realize the truth. Therefore, your effort in this respect to gain liberation is incomparable to any use of this opportunity. The path shown by Buddha is a very clear one. Any sensible person can follow it reasonably and satisfy himself that he is not led by the nose by any person as such, but the truth dawning to you in every step you take clearly directs you along the right path. And every step you take and every progress you experience indicate you that the path is true. Therefore, brothers and sisters, you are very fortunate in meeting a situation like this, comparing yourself to many millions and millions of persons living on this earth who still have not got this opportunity. They are in the wilderness. You are now following a light before you in order to make yourself a light unto yourself. How could that be done? Clear all obstruction within you, so that you shine as a pure form, as truth in spirit, nothing but truth. And that truth always gives a certain, clear, bright light, I should say. The word light is not a suitable term to be used, but still that is a term, when used, I would may create an impression in you about the nature you will be in at the end of your effort and operation. You are well on the path. You have little more to go. But only thing is, don't be hasty. After all, you are fighting against a battle, against an enemy that has existed in you for many thousands of years. You have accepted this enemy. You have looked after him, nurtured this enemy, promoted all that he wished. And now you turn your back against him and say, I don't want you. You have misled me. You have subjected myself to all the torture on this earth. I no longer wish to have you with me. But such a statement can only be made by a person who has liberated. In the course of action you take to liberate yourself, well, you have to see both sides. What you have been subjected to and what you are achieving now. And patiently proceed without creating a dissatisfaction about anything. Always considering that we are living in a world of delusion, and it is nature of delusion to always delude you, mislead you, and represent matters to you so that they appear to be true when they are not true. That's the nature of things. And you pursue your task till such time the realization of the truth dawns to you that there is no being in you. This mind and matter has existed for many millions of births as an entity, creating a false impression in you that you are a being. And out of that delusion you have got out, and you are very fortunate that you are now on the path for your liberation. When you are liberated, you will not be there. The so-called imaginations you have created in your mind about the being and all appendages and all, let us say, accompaniments which he had created as a being no longer exists in you now. And you are free. You have lived your life, done what you could have done. There's nothing more to do once you have liberated. And that satisfaction will come to you. I have now finished my task. That is the satisfaction that must come into yourself. I have finished my task. I have no more to do. I am liberated. May you all attain Nibbana. Thank you. Nibbana. Thank you. Nibbana. Thank you. Nibbana. Thank you. Nibbana. Thank you.